Good evening, folks. Good evening, folks. Good evening. Last minute betting with the Sports Nutz. There are three of us here today. Kristen's here, honorary nut, and maybe head nut. You never know. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Go to oddsjam.com/subscribe. Use the code BOB20 for 20% off. We've got people showing up on Twitch. We got them showing up on X. We got them showing up on YouTube. Check us out. Let's make some money tonight. And you know what, guys? Let's do something completely different tonight. All right? Are you guys willing?
Sure.
All right.
I'm willing.
So why don't we come up with a consensus March Madness bracket?
Man, I'm not that much help in college basketball, but I could try.
It's called March Madness for a reason. Everybody fills out a bracket. My wife fills out a bracket. My 3-year-old granddaughter fills out a bracket. That's just an idea. If you guys don't want to do it, we won't. I'll wait, see if Jabari comes on tomorrow night. Do it tomorrow night. If you ain't comfortable with it, we won't. But it was an idea.
I'm down.
Mike?
I mean, I'm down. Why not? Why not?
A lot of these, it's going to be a consensus, majority rules.
Okay.
Two out of three agree, then that's what we'll go with.
All right. Well, pull up a bracket and we'll get one ready to fill out, and let's roll.
That I'd like to be able to do. I'd like to have a bracket that I can fill out on the internet. Can you hook me up with that, Mike? Like where I don't have to write it down, you know what I mean?
Let's go on ESPN.
I mean, ESPN's going to be the only one. Yeah, I mean, you have to go to ESPN, fill one out.
Either that or somebody can just write down.
I'm not gonna create an entire. I mean, we ain't putting that much work into it.
Especially if there's no money involved.
No, there ain't no sense in going through and creating our own bracket, man. No.
Well, that's what I was just saying, guys.
Oh well, I mean, you should have. That would have taken time to do earlier. I'm not just gonna snap my finger and here we go, Bob. Bam, there's your bracket. Fill it out.
We can write them down as to who we picked and see how we do.
I got one for you, Duke.
Well, okay, but that's not how we're going to do it. If you're going to pick a bracket, you got to go region by region. Okay?
All right. Well, again, I don't have a bracket. I have not created a bracket. So if you're asking.
You don't have to. I need something to keep track of it. I can print out a bracket after the show and fill it all in. How's that? Is that all right with you, Mike? Or not? If you don't want to, we won't, man.
I mean, just write down the teams we're picking.
That's what I just said.
I guess. I mean,
that's what I said. Bunny bread. I was going to have you print one out and do it yourself.
No,
but I'll just write down the friggin' teams and all right.
Let's pull up a Word doc and just start typing in the teams.
Let's start off. Well, I'm not as fast as you. Let's start off with the South region. Auburn, the Alabama State winner today, which will probably be Alabama State. Obviously, we're picking Auburn. We all agree?
Yeah.
I'll go Auburn.
Okay. Louisville, absolutely. Creighton. I want Creighton.
Creighton.
I like Creighton.
Although Louisville is scary.
That's just an 8 and 9 seed. No biggie. Michigan and UC San Diego, 5-12. I'm going Michigan.
Yeah, I'm still going Michigan.
Okay. Texas A&M and Yale. I got to go Texas A&M.
I'll just go with consensus here because I don't know shit about those two teams.
Okay. What do you say, Mike?
Yeah, I would lean towards, I guess, A&M.
Okay.
Could be a tricky one though.
Ole Miss and the winner of San Diego State and UNC, who played.
That's tough because we don't know who they're playing, so it's hard to really gauge that one.
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Yeah, same.
Iowa State and Lipscomb. Iowa State. Mike, you're there too?
Yeah, I'll take Iowa State.
Marquette and New Mexico. I'm taking New Mexico.
Kind of want to lean Marquette, but I'll go New Mexico.
You're leaning Marquette, Mike.
Marquette or New Mexico? Yeah, give me New Mexico.
Okay. Michigan State and Bryant.
Got to go Michigan State.
Okay, Michigan State, yeah. All right. That's the South. All right. We're not going to go any further. Let's go. You want to do, let's just do first round games here right now. Florida and Norfolk, obviously. Florida.
It's going to be a bloodbath for Florida.
Florida's winning it all, boys. I'm just telling you. UConn and Oklahoma. I'm taking UConn.
I say UConn. I don't know about Florida winning it all, but
Memphis and Colorado State. I'm taking Colorado State, baby.
Yeah, give me Colorado State.
Yeah.
Maryland and Grand Canyon. Everybody's on Grand Canyon, but Maryland's a tough team. I'll take Maryland.
Yeah, that one. That's a thought for sure with Grand Canyon, but
go Maryland.
I'm gonna stick with Maryland here.
Okay. All right. Missouri and Drake. Drake is a 30-point win or 30-game win team this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Missouri, man. I
think so too, but I'm taking Missouri.
It's going to be a tough one. I really.
That game might go to OT, in my opinion.
Okay, so who we got?
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Drake here.
Okay,
I'm leaning towards Drake here, man. I really am. I hate to say it, but I'm leaning towards
They've been playing
Drake.
good basketball recently. So
Texas Tech, UNCW. I'm taking Tech.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech.
Kansas and Arkansas. I'm taking Arkansas.
I'm taking Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know much about this team, so.
St. John's and Omaha. Got to take St. John's.
Yeah.
All right. That's first round there. Let me get another
30-win team in St. John's.
Right. Okay. Now let's go to the East. And, of course, Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got them going. I put a future on them going to the Final Four, so.
Okay. That's great to know.
I'm just saying, you want to go better.
I'm giving you shit. Mississippi State and Baylor. I'm taking Mississippi State.
Baylor.
Okay. Mike?
Yeah. This is a tough. Baylor worries me a little bit. I'm not sold on Baylor a whole lot, but I'm not really sold on Mississippi State a ton either. Man.
I mean, just from what I've seen, Baylor has been the more dominant team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Baylor. I mean, Mississippi State's clearly a better team.
I should be sharing my screen here. You know that?
I'm gonna go Mississippi State. I mean, like I said, Baylor's been very, very up and down. all year.
Okay. We're taking Mississippi State. Good deal.
If Baylor wins, I'm gonna hold y'all to that.
Huh?
If Baylor, I'm gonna take a receipt right now. Baylor wins, I'm coming after you two.
Well, you better hope Drake wins, or I'm coming after you two. Because I gave
Bro,
them
Drake, how can you not go
Drake
with
ain't
Drake,
fucking winning. Mizzou Rob, baby. All right, Oregon and Liberty.
Oregon.
Okay, Mike.
Are you talking Oregon Ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon.
Okay, Mike.
Should be a no-brainer.
Mike.
I
know. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's a 5-12 matchup. I mean,
I know. I'm with you. I'm going Liberty.
I'm gonna go Liberty, man. I'm gonna go Liberty. Go.
It's a 5-12.
Another one I'm gonna. Which one was it?
Arizona.
It's a 5-12 matchup. It's, I mean, they're,
Arizona Akron. I gotta go Zona.
I'll go Zona.
I'll go Arizona. I don't know shit about Akron.
I'm gonna tell you, this one here is a tough sumbitch. BYU and VCU. And I'm going to tell you this right now. These were two teams that Randall, if they weren't playing each other, was going to pick them, each one of them, to win in the first round. Now, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, BYU can shoot the lights out of the ball, man. So this is a very tough one.
Miami ain't in there, right?
Who?
No, right? Miami, Florida?
Oh, God, no.
No,
God,
no, that's terrible.
God, no, they're not in there.
I know Florida
State. Tristan, this is a basketball show, buddy. Come on.
I just want to
get in on this. Don't say stuff like that. We'll lose viewers. These people are dying on every single last word that we got here. BYU, VCU. I'm taking BYU.
I'm taking BYU. They're coming off of that blowout loss to Houston in the conference tournament. I know VCU's riding pretty hot, but I'm leaning towards BYU.
Wisconsin, Montana, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'll take Wisconsin.
Here we go. 7-10, St. Mary's, Vanderbilt. You know what? I'm going Vandy to win a friggin' tournament game.
I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of good things about St. Mary's.
Okay. Is that what you're picking?
I think I got to.
Mary's, I got Vandy. Mike, you're the tiebreaker.
Yeah, kind of a tough one here as well.
You know, it'd be great if you pulled up like the odds.
I think I'll lean St. Mary's here.
Yeah, I gotta look at it by bracket, bud. All right. And then Alabama and Robert Morris, it's a no-brainer. Alabama, we're all going that. Now let's go to the Midwest, in which we've got Houston. Obviously, we're going with that.
Yeah.
Gonzaga and Georgia. This is the first SEC team I'm not picking. I'm taking Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I'll go Gonzaga.
I'll lean towards Gonzaga here, too. Could be a tough game. Battle of the freaking Bulldogs, huh?
Yep. Clemson and McNeese. I've got to stay with Clemson in this.
They have that giant there at center. What's his name? Ian. I actually got to watch him play against UM.
Purdue and High
Point. Scheifelen.
Yeah, Scheifelen.
Purdue and High Point.
Purdue.
Okay. Let's do that one, and we get that. And now here comes an interesting one. Illinois and the winner of the Texas Xavier game. And I'm going to just tell you this right now, Mike. Illinois can't play defense. That's just my opinion, all right? But I think that whoever wins that game is going to beat Illinois. That's my opinion. What do you think?
I actually think Texas wins that game.
Yeah, it depends who they end up getting. I think Illinois may beat Xavier. I think Texas may be a tougher test for them.
I think Texas is going to win anyway.
So if we assume Texas is going to win, then yeah, we would say the winner of that game advances. But yeah.
Okay, well, that's how you're going to have to approach it. Kentucky and Troy, we'll take Kentucky.
Yeah.
UCLA and Utah State. I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm taking Utah State.
Yeah, I'm going to go Utah State here as well.
Good.
Good. I don't really like that game.
And then finally, Tennessee and Wilford. Obviously, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer there.
All right. So now we made it through the first round.
When does this just start?
It starts Thursday.
Thursday.
So don't ask that. We're supposed to really be knowing what we're doing here, bud.
Well, Chris is like, when's it start? Who's in it?
Work with me here. All right.
I don't know
So we got, all right, stop. Auburn against Creighton. This ought to be quick.
Creighton.
Mike, I'm going to Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go Auburn here.
Auburn's making it to the Final Four, dude. All right. Michigan and Texas A&M.
Michigan, Texas A&M.
I'm taking A&M.
I'm taking Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards Michigan, too.
All right.
Yeah, I got to go Michigan here. I'm pretty high on Michigan.
Ole Miss and Iowa State. I'm taking Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State.
Okay. What do we got next? New Mexico and Michigan State. Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Man,
take Michigan State.
Like no brainer there. All right. Let's go down to the West now, in which we've got Florida playing UConn. It's Florida all the way. Right, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Colorado State against Maryland. I've got Maryland in that round.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Tristan, what do you got?
Give me Colorado State.
Tiebreaker, Tristan.
The thing is, I don't really know much about these teams is the problem, but I'll go Maryland.
Maryland? Okay. All right. So now we've got Drake and Texas Tech. That's obviously Texas Tech there. I mean, you're not picking Drake. Are you picking Drake to go to the Sweet 16, guys?
It could be a sleeper.
We think, Mike.
Who are they playing?
Drake against Texas Tech.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Drake.
Well, then change your mind. He's already said Drake.
I'll take Drake.
Fuck it, we're already riding with them to advance it.
I hope Missouri whips their ass. I can't wait. All right. Arkansas and St. John's. This is.
Give me St. John's, man. I mean, I think St. John's a really good team, real good defensive team. I mean, two of the top defenses going. So,
all right, let's move on to the East, in which we have a Duke Mississippi State matchup.
Duke.
I've got Duke.
Yeah, I got to go Duke.
It's pretty much a no-brainer there.
Next one, we have Liberty and Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, give me Arizona.
Next, we have BYU and Wisconsin. This is a tough matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, here's the thing. If VCU beats BYU, I mean, and that's possible because that's going to be because VCU's a much better defensive team than BYU by a lot.
Right.
So, and that's going to be tough. But I
think I'm taking BYU.
I think I would go BYU, and like I said, if VCU does get BYU, I think that VCU has got Wisconsin too, just because of their defense more than anything.
But
which kind of now makes me regret our Maryland pick, because Maryland is a pretty good defensive team. You know,
too late.
I know.
Too late. You had your opportunity. St. Mary's and Alabama. I think we can all agree Alabama.
Yeah, I think Bama got that.
Again, we're talking about a St. Mary's team
they're scary. They're definitely a good team.
They're good. They're a good team. They're quality.
Not like Florida State.
They're a
Houston
good
and Gonzaga.
Houston.
All right. And next we have Clemson and Purdue.
Ooh, that's tough.
I mean, I'd go Purdue.
Real tough.
I'm taking Purdue.
I would go Purdue.
Yeah, we're going Purdue. All right. The winner of Texas Xavier or the Illinois, Texas Xavier against Kentucky. I think we can plan on Kentucky making it to the Sweet 16, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That Purdue Clemson game, if it gets there, that's
finally.
Well,
This is the Sweet 16. Utah State and Tennessee. For me, it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for our Sweet 16? Auburn, Michigan, Iowa State, Michigan State, Florida, Maryland, Drake, St. John's, Duke, Arizona, BYU, Alabama, Houston, Purdue, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Now's where the rubber meets the road. Or you go from a mouse to a man. Auburn and Michigan.
I gotta go Auburn here.
Auburn, yes.
You gotta trust the big guns.
Iowa State, Michigan State. I'm gonna go with Tom Izzo, Michigan State, baby.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Michigan.
Very flip of a coin, honestly. Let's just be honest. I think. I mean, they're both.
Florida, Maryland. Maryland's a tough team, but I'm taking Florida. We already got that one. That was a majority rules.
All right.
Drake and St. John's.
That's St. John's.
Yeah.
St. John's.
I don't know, man. I think
better hope Drake don't go on a run, and we'll never hear the end of it. Duke, Arizona. I'm taking Duke.
Duke.
Yeah, I would go.
Better for my bet.
I'd lean Duke. No, I don't think Drake's going on a gigantic run, but they're definitely going to be to where they're at now, I think.
BYU, Alabama. I'm going Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
BYU and Alabama.
Yeah, okay.
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
And who?
Purdue.
Well, you got to tell us the matchup. Houston.
I did already.
Yes. You just said Houston. That's all you said.
No, he heard me.
Houston over Purdue, yes.
Okay. And then Kentucky and Tennessee. I'm going with Rob's Vols all the way.
I got
there.
the Vols. Yeah, give me the Vols.
All right. Here's our Elite Eight. Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, St. John's, Duke, Alabama, Houston, and Tennessee. By the way, you can't tell if there's any SEC fans here. Can you, Mike?
You.
All right. You too.
I like my dogs.
Auburn and Michigan State. I'm taking Auburn.
Okay. All right. Auburn it is.
You were thinking
Michigan State is sneaky.
I'm not as sold on Auburn, man. I'm not as sold on Auburn.
Florida and St. John's. I'm taking Florida.
I'm taking St. John's, but I know you guys are going to take Florida.
I got Florida winning it all, baby.
Well,
Duke and Alabama. I'm taking Alabama.
I'm taking Duke.
You're both going Duke? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're just wanting to pick the SEC in the Final Four.
No, you'll find out here. Houston and Tennessee. I'm taking Houston.
Oh, absolutely. I'm taking Houston. I think Houston's probably winning it all.
Of course, I'm just going to tell you.
Duke's winning it all.
You do realize, I think Florida's winning it all. You do realize that Tennessee's defense is quite superior.
Pretty good, yes. Houston's got the best defense going, though.
All right. This is our Final Four. Auburn, Florida, Duke, and Houston. Auburn, Florida in a rematch. I'm taking Florida.
Florida.
Okay.
I actually really do like Florida. The team is pretty good.
I guess I'll take Florida. I mean, I'm high on Houston, St. John's, and Duke because those are, to me,
well, now you got
top three.
You got a shot here, Duke and Houston.
I see that sucks because I think Houston's the most experienced and most complete team in this thing right now, if we're being honest. So, unfortunately, they're meeting here.
Well, I'm taking Duke.
No,
you know what? I'm taking Houston. I'm
going Duke.
I got to go Houston.
Okay.
I think it's you, but Duke has been here before.
Houston's very experienced. They have.
Listen, this is a consensus. These are consensus picks. All right. So here we go. Florida and Houston for the national championship. Who wins, guys?
I got Houston.
I got Florida. There you go. And there you heard it right here, folks. Florida is going to be the national champion.
So we went with Florida. We got Bob, who's the SEC fanatic, and we got Tristan, who lives in Florida.
That's right.
I didn't have a chance at this, man.
But I think Duke is going to win it all. That's my pick.
Well, I realize that. You should have your own pick. All right, so that was good. We made it through all that. I've got them all written down. We'll find out how bad we are or how good we are. Mike, you know what? If you want to start some shit on Twitter or something like that, talking about you want to. I'm going to tell you right now. You both are going to hear it if Drake loses to Missouri. Okay.
I don't
do college basketball on Twitter. That's not a good mix.
Well, I don't care. I heard you talking about college basketball earlier this year and spreads and totals and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, because I like to bet it. Okay. I didn't say I love it.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna dog you guys.
Okay, when Drake wins,
you can dog me.
Missouri. I mean, it's going to be a close game. I think. I mean, because Missouri has the ability. I believe they average the most steals per game. So. I mean, Missouri's definitely a good team. My worry is I don't know what's up with Mark Mitchell, and
he'll be back. He'll be fine.
I mean,
that is.
and Missouri may beat the crap out of them. I mean, that's very possible that happens. But I just don't trust Missouri in the tournament, man. They've never done anything.
I'm gonna share screen again because we're gonna do a couple more things and get the heck out of here.
Dodgers today.
Huh?
This morning, yeah, I bet them. I had the Dodgers to win and Ohtani to get a hit and put an SG together.
Poor Justin.
I took Ohtani over 1.5 bases plus 115 live. I took Dodgers minus 2.5 plus 135, and Will Smith total base.
All right, let's talk about these two games. One of them getting ready to start in 11 minutes. St. Francis, Pennsylvania, and Alabama State. I just want an opinion here of a win. Who wins? If you like the spread or if you want to go with totals. Totals around 136, 136.5. The line is 3.5, and Alabama State is favored. Anybody, any thoughts?
Oh,
Now
man,
just go
yeah.
with the favorite here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I'll lean towards Alabama State here.
Okay.
Simply because,
I kind of think that too. I'm just going to throw it in here. We'll put this together with a little parlay. We can just do 2 games. The other one is North Carolina and San Diego State. There's a lot of people upset, Mike, because North Carolina got in there. They think there's some BS going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I think North Carolina wins.
Yeah, I would take North Carolina here.
Okay.
Kind of like the upset spot here.
So
those lines are way too inflated.
Okay, so if we put that together right there, we got a plus 145 college basketball money line parlay. I said we put it together, stick it in there, and then we'll do a Stevie B parlay here real quick.
Yeah, I need something from my baseball parlay did not go well.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to make up for what you lost? You're chasing again, huh?
I was.
Okay. You're not supposed to chase.
Yeah, but sometimes there's a right time and a right place too.
Yeah, we must have been the right place, was the wrong time, I'm thinking. I am going to, this has been a good bet for me all year. This has probably been my best bet in hockey all year in Dub Club with my picks. I like the Capitals minus 1.5 tonight.
Okay.
I am staying away from the Capitals.
Okay, that's fine.
I like them to win.
Okay, that's fine. It's been one of my best hockey bets all year. Capitals have covered.
I got you with a pick here. Cleveland money line against Clippers. I know Mobley's out, but I think I got Cleveland money line and minus 2.5. So
okay, Cleveland money line against Clippers. Okay, good thing I put a good pick in there got some juice to it, man.
I got one. I'm actually going to take the Blues tonight on the money line against Nashville. Nashville has been very disappointing. Blues starting to at least play better. A couple of big wins back to back. Had a night off, and I know it's 3 games and 4 nights, but I mean Nashville's been a huge disappointment. What do they even got to play for?
Yeah, but O'Reilly's been on a roll, man.
Yeah, well, not a big enough. They've lost 2 in a row, so
right. Right. So there it is.
See, even FanDuel is saying Duke National Championship.
Who's saying FanDuel's saying Duke National Championship?
Plus 290 there.
FanDuel. Okay. Well, hang on. We haven't even looked at that yet. Capitals minus 1.5. Cavs money line. Blues money line. That's the Stevie B parlay. All right. Let me just go to college basketball and let's just look at the futures here real quick. We don't want conference. March Madness winner. Duke is number 1. You can actually get them on a couple books. Profit X got them at plus 325. Florida is second. So those are your 2 favorites, followed by Auburn and Houston, Alabama, Tennessee, Michigan
Well, I mean,
State.
of course, the top 4 seeds are all number 1 seeds. Of course, they're the consensus favorite to win it all. But I mean, how many times does the number 1 team in the tournament win the whole damn thing?
No, not very
Doesn't
often.
happen a lot. No,
but there aren't too many times that people below at least it hasn't happened in the last 10 years. That hasn't happened. They may get to the Elite 8, but getting to the Final Four is a whole different story. And I personally believe that Duke, Florida, Auburn, and Houston could all make it to the Final Four. Last year, I was told that the favorites against the spread were like 43 and 20 something for the whole tournament.
Yeah, last year was the favorites, and unlike years past.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Yep.
So, we'll see what happens.
My only thing is, I think as a whole, the Big 12 was a better conference than the ACC, and I think Houston just absolutely dominated that conference. Did they lose a game in that conference? And that was the first. No, they didn't. That's the first time a team's won the Big 12 and not lost a game since Kansas did it once upon a time.
Well, the only
they lost one game. They lost to Texas Tech.
The only thing I could tell you guys, and you, Mike, especially, if you didn't watch the SEC tournament, and you being down in Florida should have been watching that. That was one hell of a tournament. Randall thought it was a hell of a tournament. I'm telling you right now, I really totally believe after watching that tournament and how competitive it was, and SEC teams winning it all this year. Whether it's Auburn or Alabama or Florida, one of them three's winning it all. I really believe that.
Again, it's very possible, and there's good teams there to choose from. But I don't know, man. I really like Houston. Okay. I really like Houston a lot.
All right, I'll remember that.
I really like
Houston here on Florida.
Missouri.
Thursday night. They're going down.
Thursday. No, they're not going down.
I'm echoing. You muted yourself.
Yeah. He's like,
what? Yeah, he muted himself.
I didn't.
You were for a minute there.
I wasn't.
Probably his internet.
Yeah.
Just dial up.
He's muted again.
Now I'm not muted. Not muted. And that's your lesson for the day, folks. See you later.
Mm-hmm.